Hey gang, welcome to another edition of Doc's Dumpster, where it's a review of the movie Ghost Dad. Workaholic father Elliot, well, he just doesn't seem to have any time for his kids. So his oldest daughter Diane is pretty much the one taking care of everything because, well, their mom passed away some time ago. I don't remember what happened, but in fact I don't remember if it was even mentioned in the movie, but Elliot is doing everything he can to sign a big merger where he works at and try to get life insurance for the family, which couldn't have come at a worse time because Elliot winds up in a cab with a really weird cab driver in which apparently Elliot scares the cab driver and he winds up going out of the back of the cab and into a river from a bridge in which the cab kind of went a little out of control. Somehow the cab driver survived when Elliot and the cab went into the river. He doesn't realize he's a ghost yet till he gets home and the kids they can see him, but nobody else seems to be able to. And that's because if he's in light, no one can see him. But if he's in darkness, they can see him pretty well. He's then whisked away to a paranormal expert named Sir Edith. And he explains to him that somehow they kind of messed things up in having Elliot pass on. So they have to try and get everything figured out by Thursday. If not, Elliot will be taken from the world and his ghost will and everything like that. Well, Sir Edith winds up showing up later on at the house and explaining where they can find Elliot at, to where he can reunite with himself in the physical sense. But then Diane is going downstairs and she slips on a skate and hurts herself pretty badly, and she escapes her body too. And Elliot tells her that it's probably not a good idea for her to have her own out-of-body experience, and so Elliot goes back into his body, Diane goes back into hers, and everything seems to be all right. Until Elliot goes back outside the hospital, sees the crazy cab driver, and scares him off. And the movie pretty much ends. The movie stars Bill Cosby. That's about the only recognizable name I saw in the movie. But the big question is, does this movie belong in a dumpster? I don't think so. Bill Cosby, to me, seemed like the kind of guy that tried to do the best he could, trying to get some good movies, but it seemed like I really want to say you could probably count on one hand all the movies he's been in that were big major hits, but apparently just about every movie he's ever been in, or starred in, I should say, was a big major bomb. And I think a lot of critics were a little bit less harsh on this one than they were Leonard Part 6. And I'll tell you the truth. I mean, I took this movie as, I was like, well, it's Bill Cosby movie. It's got to be some kind of a family movie. But there was a little language in the movie, which I was like, well, that's kind of weird hearing that in a Bill Cosby movie, but okay. The special effects at times were pretty good, but a lot of times were pretty bad. But it's a silly movie. It's a silly, goofy movie, and there are times you just kind of sit there and you kind of forget at times that it's like, well, he's a ghost, but like the scene where his only son Danny wants to perform a magic trick, and he's trying to tell his dad, I was like, hey Dad, I need you to help me with the magic tricks. He's trying to perform, well, it's supposed to be a Houdini trick where he's in some sort of a straitjacket, locked in the trunk, and he can't get out, and so Elliot shows up and floats the trunk, and Danny pops out, and he's floating, everything like that. So yeah, pretty weird scene. But again, I like the movie pretty good. I thought it was pretty fun. And like I said, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot of language in it, which was okay. The car that Elliot promises his daughter to me, I was like, this has got to be some car. And I see it and I'm going, huh. Wow, she's going crazy over an old station wagon. All right. But, yeah. Ghost Dad, I liked it. I think it's pretty good. But, however you guys feel about it, love to hear from you in the comments below. But there you guys have it, a review of Ghost Dad. Who are you going to call? I have no idea. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you've got a movie that you think belongs in a dumpster that might have come back from the beyond, send it my way and I'll get on it ASAP. Ooh. Thank you guys so very, very much for watching. And until next time, as always, stay strong and rock on.